Can't you see her? Well, what's the matter with you? Can't you see her when she's right in front of your eyes? Go away! Get out!
Or does it? I'm afraid you'll have to wait 1 hour longer tomorrow to find out the twist in Banquo's chair, which will now be at midnight. This is Channel 4, and now Death in the City. Tonight's film was Burt Lancaster's screen debut, The Killers. evening. Well, I have to admit that tomorrow doesn't quite fit into the normal scheme of things here on Channel 4, because, for a start, we haven't got our usual Sunday afternoon film. Instead, there's a broadcast of Verdi's opera, Aida. Now, it's a spectacular production in the grandest Italian manner, and it comes from the massive open-air arena in Verona, and that's at 2 o'clock. And then, later on in the evening, there are a few changes as well. Now, anybody who's read any of the newspapers over the past month or so might possibly have noticed that there have been some fairly dramatic things going on in Coronation Street. It's something to do with a character called Deirdre, or so I'm told. Anyway, tomorrow night at 10:15, Channel 4 is showing a special hour-long edition of Coronation Street, comprising both of last week's episodes. So if you missed any of it, or if you'd like to just see it again, then you can catch up with Coronation Street at 10:15 tomorrow night. Now, what that means is that Crucible, with its look at theme parks, such as Disneyland, for example, and tracing their development from the traditional fun fair, will now be 1 hour later at 11:15. And the weekly dose of mystery and suspense from the master of both of those subjects, Mr. Alfred Hitchcock, will now be at midnight. In many ways, a far more appropriate. Tomorrow's episode himself is called Banquo's Chair, and it tells the story of a rather cunning trap set by an inspector of police to catch a murder suspect. Anybody with even a cursory knowledge of a certain play by a certain Mr. Shakespeare could well be able to give a good guess as to what the twist in tomorrow night's story is. So, Coronation Street at 10:15, Crucible at 11:15, and then Alfred Hitchcock at 12:15. Well, we're back on the air here at Channel 4 at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon with Right to Reply, and I do hope that you'll join us at some point during tomorrow. So, till then, good night.